Everybody, welcome to Fight Pass and Chill for the UFC 226 exclusive prelims. You know what the hell we're doing. You know why we're here. You know what we do. I'm Dan from Oregon. That over there is you guys in the chat. And then we got Jay Smooth.
What's going on?
Oh,
Live and direct.
that's what's up.
Let's get this shit going, man. I'm ready for this card. Been waiting for it for weeks, just like everybody else.
Well, Jay,
All ready
maybe
for
maybe
it. What's
some
good?
people don't know, but we used to have a drinking game for every time the hangouts would drop us, we would fucking take a drink. And so now we kind of need some more ideas for our game. So
Yeah, man.
why don't you
Oh man, that's
talk
a,
about that for a second, and I'm gonna go get some fucking weed and shit. Be right back.
yeah, man. We need some sort of drinking game now. Um, Either a drinking or sparking game. I would say in between. I would say maybe for every knockout, you take a hit, or actually, no. Hold on. Let me see if I can think it through. Any ideas? Any sort of ideas? If you ask me, usually what I do is I'll take like a drink or a hit in between every single fight, like before round one bell starts, and then after round three or round five bell starts, I'll take a hit or a drink. But if any of you in the chat have any suggestions, I would love to hear them or see them in this case.
Hello, Steve, Henry Ford, Michael Anzalone, Stewie motherfucking Griffin, everyone. All right.
Oh, what's going on?
So Jay, how was your day earlier? What the hell were you up to?
Oh man, today I not only got some good stuff for tonight. I did do some training today. I did do some jujitsu. It was my first time doing jujitsu in about a week though, because I'm more of a stand up kind of guy. So when I do jujitsu, I always anticipate a long workout. And today in particular, man, I went about a good 2.5 hours, and I'm fucking exhausted, but I feel great. It's my first time doing it in a while, so it's good shit.
That's good. That's good.
I'll tell you what though, man, nothing feels better than getting blazed and then doing jujitsu because your mind is in a good state so you can think clearly in that situation. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy shit that you can learn from the Joe Rogan experience. Weed and jujitsu, A+ by me, man.
Yo, train by day, Joe Rogan podcast by night. All
Right,
all
all
day.
day.
Dude,
Oh,
Joe
shit.
Joe stole that off the UFC broadcast and had it as his intro for like 6 fucking years. It might still be there. I don't even know. Cause then he added in Rory after that, which was awesome.
Right.
Frank Pavon, good evening, gentlemen. He
Oh,
says.
Dr. Frank, what's going on, man? Steve Sparks, Michelangelo, Henry Ford, Stewie Motherfucker Griffin. See, did I miss anybody? Nah, I think I got everybody. Good shit.
That's everyone so far. Maybe Ann H will pop up.
Good shit. I tell you what, man. I don't like. It was weird. I was picking these fights earlier. I was putting my picks in,
Hmm.
and I would say the only fight that gave me trouble on this card was Hooker versus Burns, the second fight past prelim. I was tossed up on that one. Who did you pick, or who would you pick in that fight?
Dude, okay, so I'll tell you who I picked last night, and then I'm actually gonna look at it again right now. I I I think I want to go Burns right now in my head,
Hmm.
but let's go. I picked Hooker last night, round three submission.
Believe it or
See,
not, I actually picked Hooker as well, man, and I picked him by submission.
mm, see,
Great minds think alike, man.
right?
Sure.
Fuck,
But
but
this is, but go ahead though. Go ahead though. I would love to hear your point.
I did that one. People were talking about that shit on Twitter, how close it was, how hard of a pick it was, and say I totally agree. Cause I honestly, I'm thinking about changing it to Burns right now.
You know what? I'm tempted to do that, man. If you do it, I'll do it with you. So that way we can both take the blame. We have to take it out.
Dude, everyone listening realize that I went 3 for 12 last night on the picks. This is like the worst night, the worst day I've ever had. Yo, and
Oh man.
I fell asleep for 4 fights. I woke up halfway into the last tough fight.
Oh shit.
Just enough to
I
like
I
give me
actually. Oh, go ahead.
yeah, just enough to give me
My
like 10
bad.
minutes to wake up before the main event started. It was pretty good.
I'll tell you what, you didn't miss too much, man. The main event was definitely fight of the night in my mind, though, because I think we saw a development in Adesanya's takedown defense, and I was very impressed with him last night. So, I think somebody to watch out for at 185.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree.
He's on my list. Yeah, he's on my list, man. Last night against Tavares, amazing performance.
Flat Earth Deacon, welcome to Fight Pass and Chill. Thank you so much for stopping by.
What up, Flat Earth?
Coming and preaching the truth. Oh shit, I got the stream open. That ain't helping. There we go.
Looks like the first fight is about to start. It's a female fight. I have no idea who these two women are, but
I'm
they
going
do.
with Moyle.
Yeah, I did pick Moyle as well. I don't know too much about the other girl, but Moyle, I've heard the name a couple times. Round number 1 is about to be underway. Let me go ahead and pack this ball.
I'm looking at the ring card girl. 1, 2, 3, go. Boom. Jason Herzog, our third man in the octagon. I got 556, 555, 554, 553. How close are you, Jay?
I'm right there with you, brother. Same exact time.
Yeah, see, we work well on the prelims, but once it goes FS1, I think we should almost just have you do play-by-play when we end up doing those.
I'll go with that, brother.
Yeah, because you got that shit that's a minute ahead, and I would rather be a lot closer to where everyone else is.
I feel you on that one, man. I can definitely cover for you on those times. But it looks like right now we're on the same page.
Perfect. And today is so fucking stacked that Fight Buddies is going to start right when the prelim starts at 5 p.m. So 49 minutes from now.
That's when you know it's a stacked card, when they start the prelims that early, because usually they go about halfway through.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Fuck, only like a really good card with Mackenzie Dern in the prelims, I think they picked up, or when Justine Kish was a part of the show, then they started real early on a prelim card once. Besides that, though, not much.
Yeah, I feel you, man. You are actually the unsung hero because you go deep into the prelim. You start right when the first fight is up.
We got Dan Flynn in the chat. What's good? Pulse
What's going on, Dan?
Show the fights. Dan. Yo, click on the link in the description below and get your broke ass on a free trial for 7 days.
What up, Pulse? Hey, Pulse, my advice to you is you should steal it like I did. Go to Reddit MMA streams, and you'll thank me later. I promise you'll find a good link to the whole fucking event. They're there.
Highly possible. It's highly possible.
No question.
Boom.
So far, these two girls are they're doing okay. Like, they're doing all right. They're kind of feeling each other out. Okay, they're starting to punch now.
Yeah, this Whitmer chick is like 2-2. Yeah.
See, her I don't know much about. Moyle, I can say I know a little more about. Just a little bit, though.
Pulse wants to know what strain you smoking.
What strain? I have some good kush here. Let me pull out a nug for you. Hold on.
Prelims are where you see the future stars, says BLT. And then Frank says, true that shit.
Is that visible? I think it is.
That's totally right, man. You get a hold of the prelims now, and then you know these guys as they grow up the card. And you're kind of more invested. Exactly. That's what I like.
Not just more invested, you're also more educated.
Yeah. Well, then, like, it's this Corey Sandhagen guy. I remember watching him come out and fucking get some crazy KO on some guy. And most people will be like, who's that? They're like, oh, okay. So you won't pick him. All right, we're good. Yeah, I'm down with getting more knowledge. Watching the Contender series and whatnot, that helps too.
Same here, man. Personally, I was excited for the Contender series because I was really anticipating Greg Hardy. I'm a former football player myself, so anytime a football guy goes into MMA, I want them to succeed. Same thing with karate guys. I
Mm.
kind of have a little bit of special love for him. And to see Greg Hardy launch that guy across the octagon with that left hand, you could see like the demon like qualities in that guy. You can tell he's going to be a champion. He just needs to stop playing football. It's just like you need to give that up, man.
Fuck. Kenshiro says the Reddit streams are getting better. They used to be laggy.
Yeah, man. Oh, what's up, Kenshiro? And he's actually right. The MMA streams are getting much better. I remember like 217, it was near impossible when they
Mm.
had that stat card in MSG. It like the MMA streams, every stream you could get from Reddit at that time, it was just choppy as fuck. But it seems like they cleaned it up now.
Ooh, that must mean traffic is really, really, really high. Because you know what? The last one that I tried to stream and I got shut down on, I kid you not, was BJ Penn versus GSP.
Oh shit!
And it was so fucked up. It was like, boom, we let you watch the walkout for BJ and GSP, and let's start round
Right.
one. Come out, touch gloves, wham! Then they shut it down, and I couldn't fucking watch it. I was so
Wow.
pissed. I was like, all right, this is really making me want to go to my buddy's house and order this shit. I'm gonna have to think twice about this next time.
That's the worst when your heart just gets ripped out like that. Like
Ugh.
right as they touch gloves, it just freezes.
And like
Oh,
everyone you went to, they just waited. They're like, you know what? Let's let them think it's all good, and we'll shut them all down right at once. Bam! And they got them. But man, think about that. That was what, fucking 8 years ago, something crazy. That was a long time ago.
how about that, man? How
Internet's
about
come a
that
long
shit?
way.
Long fucking way. This is the perfect night to stream it too. Even though this pay per view, I guess I can see why people would want to buy it. Still, this is going to be a night where there's probably going to be the most traffic in a while.
Oh, someone jumped in the chat. I didn't see their name. But they said Burns versus Hooker. Who you got? And we're both split right now on this. I picked Hooker. I might switch it to Burns. I don't know.
Dan, I have to confess something to you. When you said that to me, I went to my picks and I switched it to Burns. So I'm switching, man. I'm so torn. I told you I'm so torn, man. I switched it to Burns because
Burns second
so
round
much
KO.
upset.
Burns second round KO. That's all right, Steve.
Oh, man.
Steve, this better not be one of them AIDS picks.
Burns second round KO. All right, Steve. I'm gonna put all my chips in your corner. I'm gonna put faith in that.
Yo, what about Moyle though? The fucking I picked her, and the right side of her face looks pretty bruised up right now.
Pulse Reloaded says I'm going with Uriah Hall for the upset. Oh man.
Oh fuck.
Oh. Oh, Pulse. That's risky, man. That's risky as hell.
Yeah, you got some balls
After
on you.
Absolutely. After seeing the way he destroyed Johnny Hendricks, man, I don't know about that. I like Uriah Hall, but he never quite panned out to be what we thought he was going to be. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. What
I
Chill
still
told us he was gonna be.
right, what Chael told us he was going to be. I'll tell you what, he nearly killed that one kid, though, with that spinning back kick knockout on Tough.
Mm.
Still the hardest knockout on Tough, or at least one like the top 5, I would say.
Boom, we're live with the early prelims. Unofficial count so far, 13-7 this round. Or wait, is that total? Just second round. Okay.
Yeah, this second round. It's been pretty uneventful, I'm not going to lie. A little bit
Mike
uneventful.
H, what's happening?
Oh, shit. What's going on, Mike H? What's going on, bro?
Oh, and Dan Flynn is one of the other folks in the chat. I agree with Uriah Hall. He looked like a killer on Tough. Big payouts on Uriah, but I don't see him winning.
Yeah, Uriah Hall was supposed to be a monster coming out of Tough, but it just never it never really panned out for him. I don't know what it is, but he never quite lived up to that billing after he got beat by Gastelum in the finals. I still like Uriah Hall though, but it's hard to put money on him in this kind of fight. Borachina looks like a killer.
Yeah.
Even though I'm waiting for him to get popped by USADA because that man looks like he's too strong. He has like some Hector Lombard shit going on there.
100%. And he changed his name from Boshinia to the Eraser.
About to say he erased Johnny Hendricks because he retired after getting knocked out.
Oh, that's a pretty cool meaning.
Shit. So I'd feel him on that one. A name like an eraser and you retire a former champion, kind of earned that. Shit. It's too bad though. I would have loved to see Johnny at least try to go to ACB or Bellator or some shit like that. Give it one more shot. But I guess he really is done for.
Damn, I don't know. Pulse Reloaded says Borachina is chock full of that gasoline. That what do they call it? That super unleaded. Who said that? Was that Brennan Schaub or fucking Joey Diaz? Who said that shit?
I think that was Joey Diaz. But Pulse, I agree, man. Borachina is on some shit. He just hasn't been caught by USADA yet. I think there's some stuff they don't test for that he's getting away with right now.
It's definitely a possibility.
I noticed a lot of Brazilians getting caught ever since USADA came out, so hey, it's only a matter of time, I guess.
Well, and the champions losing, Fabricio, RDA.
RDA, Aldo's another one technically.
And fuck, we should almost include Brow in that timeline, or was he before that?
That's right. You know what? I think Burrell was right around that time because he was a champion for multiple years before he ran to Dillashaw. Because remember, it was the weight cuts that were killing him, and that was before Dillashaw killed him. Because there was that one time where I want to say Chicago, where he had to pull out because he passed out in his hotel room and hit his head on a coffee table.
I think it was before that because I watched number 2 in Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I remember that story in particular. I'm like, damn, he really fucked himself up. I guess whatever drugs he had was working, but once USADA came in, they almost swept him, and he's like, fuck, I can't take that anymore. Then he had to move up. And then he had to move up, and at this point, he's been irrelevant if you think about it.
Dude, it's crazy because fucking these girls are throwing a little bit.
Surprisingly, they are. It's not too bad.
It's just such a confidence killer. It seems like it's 80% mental on these guys. Like, yeah, they're getting a lot of recovery and stuff with the roids, but it seems 80% mental. Most of these guys just can't, even if they're not as physically in shape, they can't fucking shake it in their head, not having the roids.
Right. That's true. It's a mental thing, man, because your mind grows along with the roids if you think about it. It all adds up after a while.
Goddamn. 1919 says Steve.
Oh shit! This fight is not bad. Not bad at all.
No, I'm loving the prelims.
Absolutely, man. This is good shit right here. Oh, I just realized you have the stats of both girls. I just looked over the window and realized that. That's good shit. Looking at that.
Yeah, keeping that shit up there.
Oh, what's going on, BLT? BLT says he ran into USADA. Yes, he did. That is a fact. What's going on, BLT?
Pulse, I'm 10 minutes behind at Sean McKenzie in Goat Milk. Oh, I'm 10 behind, not 10 minutes. Okay. That's not far. I'm real close to Life is Good. I think they're just barely ahead of me. And then Steve's not too far ahead, within about 5 spots, 10 spots or so.
Why do I feel like those people secretly work for the UFC or have somebody on the inside? Because they get some crazy-ass price predictions right.
Well,
it's like, what the fuck?
BLT, Life is Good, and that Sports Ace guy.
BLT is a smart fan. Yeah, either Sports Ace or the other guy. He knows somebody. Oh dang! Oh, this girl's getting smothered on the floor right now.
But like when you come out winner of the Goat Milk League, because there's a lot of pretty decent folks in here. You know, when you're top 5, you could easily be making money if you were betting, dude. Like, I mean, it's not 1%. I mean, betting's a little bit different, but fuck.
Shit, I know one thing, man. I would definitely start making bets once I start getting a little better at making these picks. I know that. You can definitely make money off this. Right now, it looks like we have a bit of a ground battle.
Yeah, Whitmire surprisingly holding Moyle down.
Smothering the shit out of her, it looks like.
She's got that wrist ride, holding on to that fucking other arm. Yo, who's on the call tonight? Who am I listening to? Sounds like Bisbee.
Is that Bisbee? I thought Bisbee was an analyst. Oh wait, he's at the analyst test right now.
Oh, you got FS1 on?
I have FS1. I have FS tonight on, and on my tablet I have the actual fight. So I'm looking at both right now.
Nice. All right, let us know any crazy shit they say on there.
All right, I'm gonna keep an ear out for it. It's on the desk tonight. It's Karen Bryant, Kenny Florian, and Michael Bisbee.
Wrath the Raider. Anybody got a link?
Oh shit! What's up? What's up, Jack? What's up, fucking Raider? Do I have a link? Fuck. Let me see if I can. You know what? I found this on Reddit, so I have to figure out the source of this.
Frank Bavon.
But Reddit. Yeah.
Oh, keep going. Keep going.
Oh no! If you go on Reddit MMA streams, you're gonna find one because every single link I've tried on there is crystal clear right now.
There you go. Frank's got DC, Venata, and Ngannou. Maybe that's his little parlay or something.
I agree with that parlay. My thing is though, I've doubted Stipe 3 times and he proved me wrong 3 times, so I feel bad picking against him again. I feel like I'm asking for trouble doing that. But the other 2 picks, I agree with 100%. I can't even argue that. Ngannou and Venata would be my same picks as well.
What about Jakar Close?
I haven't seen too much of Close. I've heard some good stuff, but I haven't seen too much of him for me to be confident enough to make a pick on myself personally. But I'm going to go with Venata because I like what he did ever since he came in. Even though he lost to Tony Ferguson, he almost knocked out Tony Ferguson.
Yeah, that's a hell of a loss to have.
He's not bad. He's a little inconsistent, but he's not too bad actually.
It's like, oh yeah, I lost to a guy who's on an 11-fight win streak, and I came as close to beating him as anyone besides like Gleison Tebow or whoever supposedly beat him. Or no, that was Habib. No, I think it was Justin Buchholz or something. People think Tony lost to some shit. Oh, up pick.
Oh shit.
Man, I'm lacking on the clock. There we go. Jakar Close has a great record. Paige has never fought a strong wrestler before.
What's Klaus's record? Do you know offhand?
No, I don't.
Okay, I need to. Yeah, let's look that up. I need a bit of an education on the guy.
26 topology. BLT Klaus is a solid dog. Venata is more flashy. That goes well with judges. 8-1-1 is Jakar Close.
I see. Okay, so Venata looks better in judges' eyes even if he's getting his ass kicked, whereas Klaus has to earn his victory. All right. In that case, I'm probably going to stick with Venata because even if he gets his ass kicked, apparently he'll look good in front of judges. He might get a robbery there. So BLT, I like your thinking there. I might stick with Venata on that. I think that might be the smart move.
So if oh, never mind. No one's been talking about Max Griffin, who beat up Mike Perry.
Yeah, how about that?
How about that shit, dude? He beats up Mike Perry. Mike Perry's on the main card, and he's not. And he's
Oh
taking on
shit! Oh, we have Darth Bane in here. Holy shit! What's going on, Darth?
Bane. What's
Oh shit!
happening?
We got fucking everybody out here now.
That's what's up, dude. Welcome to Fight
Yeah.
Pass and Chill, everybody. With Dan and Jay.
What's going on, motherfuckers? Thanks for being here.
All you sickos are right there in the center, representing. Let's get their smoke on, everyone. Damn,
Yes.
Emily Whitmer is your unanimous decision winner.
Oh man, already 0 for 1. Oh man, I took an L on that one.
Man, I don't know if a lot of people saw that coming.
Not at all, man. Damn, I definitely didn't see that one coming. So 0 for 1 for me so far. I didn't even know who this girl was, but hey, she fucking pulled it out.
They were on the tough season or some shit.
Were they? Like a past? I think the past season with the flyweights or something. Nice.
Or she's a straw weight. So maybe she came in off that fucking I don't know when.
Oh, by the way, since the fight's over, that means we should probably take a shot or a hit. What do you think?
Definitely, let's get our smoke on. Yo, and while we do that, I'm gonna try playing this what do you want to call it? Fan-made promo package by Scott Bond for this fucking card right here, because he's got a couple of highlights of Gilbert Burns and Daniel Hooker, I think, on here.
All right, I'll check that out. Well, let me pack a bowl while you're doing that, actually.
All right, I'm gonna go big. It's probably gonna buffer like a motherfucker and suck. But you guys, I tweeted this out. Making it big. Oh no. I muted it. God damn it.
Oh shit.
Okay, it's big.
Alright, I can see it.
Uh-oh. Sounds up. Lando Venata, real kick KO.
Oh, big, that hurt bad. He wants that knockout though. That's what he was looking for. Is that KO?
Oh, Gilbert Burns
That's it.
right on the jaw.
See, now he can wait. Now he can do stuff like that.
Oh, a sunsow with a quick KO.
Finish right away. He's got to pace himself.
His opponent, Rob Font. Head kick, uppercut.
Oh.
Hammer fist, hammer fist.
Damn. Oh, shit.
Oh, now it's lagging.
God damn.
Now it's lagging.
It's lagging a little bit. It's good, though. I can see it. Jesse got slapped.
Oh. It lagged
Oh,
now.
shit. Ah.
Okay.
Now Saki doesn't look right. His hands are down. He's eating punches and kicks.
Boom! That is
There is it. Well, he was a great.
Jesus, that knee was fucking close. Oh, Saki. Oh, Gokhan Saki.
And then fell
I don't know. I'll tell you what, man. I feel a little nervous picking against Saki today, though. I mean, I kind of feel like yeah, just a little bit. Just a little nervous.
He came back from behind. He was losing in that fight.
Trying to throw it.
Mike Perry.
Oh, I remember this one.
Versus
I remember this.
Ellenberger.
The inside is Perry.
Fucking Ellenberger had his face dented in, man. That elbow was nasty.
Well,
And the
Felder
weight-
had a spinning back elbow earlier.
I remember that one. That was on a Fox card. I remember the guy just went straight down. Like, he looked like he had been shot. And Felder hit him with that shit.
Derek Lewis taking out pent-up aggression on Travis Brown. completely out. Oh, look at Mario Yamasaki. Surprise,
Oh.
surprise.
Mario loves this. Mario loves this. Derek Lewis beating up on Ronda Rousey's husband. It's funny how Travis Brown's not even relevant anymore. It's like he just got, like he never recovered from that Derek Lewis beatdown. It just got worse for him.
11 left in the first. The jab from Cormier.
Oh, Cormier taking out Bigfoot. So it's just one nasty finish of everybody on the card. Minus the two women at the beginning.
How about that? Oh, and Cormier beating up on old Bigfoot Silva.
Yeah, and then Grabaka Hitman posted this.
Oh, speaking of Burns, Burns is walking to the cage right now as we speak.
Oh, shit. He says, Style Bender, handing out free eye lifts. Hashtag Black Dragon. And it's the elbow that just cut open the top of his eyelid, dude. That shit was nasty.
Cut open the top of his eyelid, and the other thing Adesanya did was he kicked out Tavares' lead leg. His lead leg was dark red from all those kicks, so he couldn't fully land any sort of punches. His takedowns were sloppy, and Adesanya was just fucking him up with jabs and elbows and shit. So the performance was masterful, to be honest with you. He didn't even have to finish him. He just beat him psychologically.
Right. Fuck.
Is Tavares really that good? Frank Pavon asking, is Tavares really that good? Last night, no. He looked like a fucking amateur.
Some people were saying that's what high-level MMA striking, when you compare it to just high-level combat sports striking. There's a whole different level or something. Maybe that was Kaposa tweeting out something like that.
Not bad.
Boom.
John, I noticed on UFC tonight, cage side is John Anik and Dominic Cruz, it looks like.
Okay. Who you guys got? Burns or Hooker? Throw it in the chat. Burns or Hooker? Burns or Hooker?
I have officially gone with Burns. I switched my pick. I hope I don't get karma because of that.
I know. Dan the Hangman on Twitter rocking the old school UFC shirt. I like that shit. The old logo. That's a good shirt. With the
that is a good shirt right there.
25-year anniversary.
Yeah, that's like the first UFC logo, isn't it, from UFC 1?
Yeah. Dan Flynn, Hooker, Frank Pavon, Hooker, Steve Sparks, Burns.
Burns. I'm going with Steve Sparks on that one. I'm going Burns. I was so tossed up on this whole one fight the whole day out of all the picks I made. So hopefully I made the right decision. I'm going with Burns. All right. You gotta stick with Hooker, Dan?
No, man. I switched to Burns. Round 2 KO.
Oh, man. All right. Come on, Burns. I gotta tell you, though, Dan Hooker's very impressive for what he does. He gets it done, man.
Here's highlights from El Kakui and Venata.
Oh, man. I still couldn't believe Tony Ferguson almost got knocked out by Venata.
He threw a kick, and Venata trapped it on his left-hand side, walks forward, and then he throws a fucking head kick, drops Ferguson, and gave him a stanky leg. How come that's not a gift?
He got up and he immediately fell back.
Let's not forget this lunatic is fighting tonight.
How about that? Oh, man. Oh, that's fucking... Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Oh, and then Zombie Prophet. How about this Perry ranting and raving screaming? That was gold.
Perry's funny. Talks a whole lot of shit, but I hope it doesn't blow up in his face. At least not for his sake. At
Oh yeah,
least he got his out of his corner, though.
this was Zombie Prophet.
Here to fight. That's what I like about Paul. We here to do work, baby. We gonna it up. People gonna bleed. Motherfuckers gonna get cut open, and somebody might die.
People are gonna bleed. Motherfuckers might get cut open, and somebody might die.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Round 1 of Hooker versus Burns.
Let's get ready.
Let's get ready to rumble, motherfuckers.
Boom. Why you still on Moyle? There we go. Oh, they're 30 seconds into the fight.
Oh, shit.
Burns is already winning. 453, 452, 451. Oh, no.
Oh, man.
445.
Ooh.
UFC
Hey,
needs
Burns.
Perry. Get this man a win, says Steve Sparks. Right? If they let that go, oh my God. He might become a mega star over at Bellator. Cam, got a link?
Reddit MMA streams. Every link works. Every link is crystal clear and it works.
Kenshiro Griffin, he thought it was racist. He correct, but what's wrong with that? He's a bitch, and his mad is a bitch boy. Wait, what? Stewie motherfucking Griffin? I missed that. Boom, Hooker coming forward. Little aggression.
Oh,
Nice leg kicks, though, by Dorino. Dorino come forward with a 1-2. Hooker with his own leg kick. Nice body fucking straight right by Hooker. What weight class is this right now? Are they back at 55s? Because Hooker used to be at 145.
I think this is 154. Oh!
Oh, no!
No.
Hooker drops
he's letting him back
Dorino.
up.
Dorino on his back.
Oh, he's letting him back up.
Oh, shit. He's like, no, get your wobbly ass up.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, shit. That's in tight. That's tight. Oh, he got out.
And you let him back up.
A little bit of time here.
I'm shocked. Steve Sparks says this is lightweight. Okay, good shit. Thank you. So 155.
Yeah, they cut him from that fight because he was cutting too much weight. But they let him back in the division, I guess.
It's interesting.
They're like, you son of a
shit.
bitch.
Oh!
He's done.
Oh,
Stop it. Oh, Hooker first round KO. What the fuck? Andrew Delisandra, Hooker for DraftKings. BLT called it.
BLT called it.
Burns
Oh,
is nervy. Dude,
damn.
what are we doing, Jay? We are our karma. Fucking switching picks and shit.
That was a toss-up fight right there, man. That was a toss-up. I think we're allowed at least one toss-up. So
Right.
I don't feel mad. I don't feel cheated by that. That was a good fight.
Hell yeah.
I did not expect it. I thought Dan Hooker would at least do it by submission, but I didn't think he'd knock him out. Damn, he just got with a fucking bunt.
That was crazy.
Doctor, you fall to peer pressure. Nah, that was just me flipping a coin and changing my pick. I really had no fucking idea who I wanted to go with.
Same.
But I probably should have stuck
I was smarter than I was today, though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I had Hooker by submission, but I at least would have got 200.
All those who called Hooker, you were right. It's funny because I thought about it and then I just kind of flipped the coin. I'm like, nah. Yeah, that was a good fight though. I don't feel robbed by it because I didn't expect him to knock him out.
So we got this is a great chance of getting on to the FS1 portion or the pay-per-view portion with a quick finish like that. If there's quick finishes on FS1, slot that 2.5 minute fight right in there. Boom! And then Hooker gets way more eyeballs. That's what I love about that.
That's a good point, actually. I like that strategy. I think that's a good way to put his name out there.
Paul says, go up against the MMA holds tonight. I'll stay. Who's staying?
It's funny. Everybody was calling for that yesterday. They're like, don't shut it down. Going with them. Oh, shit.
This is fun and all, but it's nice to just kick back and relax, too. And smoke while fucking they do their thing.
Oh, shit.
I don't know.
Damn.
I'm glad we all have a place to chill for the prelims now.
No doubt. Damn, that fucking punch. Oh, that was a left. My bad. I said that was a right. That left fucking hand. It shut his legs down.
Right.
Burns had nothing.
Yeah, first it was the right, and then fucking Hooker landed a nice body shot, and Burns landed a decent shot to the face, but then he didn't see that fucking left coming, it looked like.
Dan Flynn says, I walked upstairs to get a beer and missed the KO. That's how I feel.
Damn.
1 second and fucking Burns is on his back. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's kind of what I love about the Fire TV. When I click the back button to rewind, it just goes back 1 minute on the UFC. That's the only way you can get through it, is 1 minute at a time. So it's pretty good. You're like, oh shit, I missed it. Go back a minute. And you're like, all right, let's pay attention. What happened in that sequence now? Oh, lightweight rankings. Chiesa 9, Alquenta 10, Vic 11, Pettis 12, Hernandez, and then maybe they had Felder in there. I forget what that said.
Hooker's probably gonna move up because Chiesa's not gonna be a lightweight after tonight. He missed it. He missed weight, so he's like, nah, no more lightweight. So I can see Dan Hooker moving up quite a bit due to this.
Yeah, I see.
And Chiesa's leaving. Yeah, he's gonna get a spot.
Burns could be a 65er because he's massive.
Absolutely.
And Hooker,
he's big.
I think he's young, so he could potentially grow into the division later on. Because that's what he did from 145 to 155, is he was just getting too big for it.
That is a good point.
Because he's 6 foot. He's only 28. He keeps getting thicker for 3 more years. Dude, they look at... Oh, real quick.
Yes, is fucking huge. He can fight 185 if he bulked up. I don't know about that. You think so?
Did you see him sparring with Ngannou?
I didn't. I didn't know he sparred with Ngannou. Oh, shit.
Yeah, he trains at, the Performance Institute. He kind of abandoned the Washington camp or whatever. You know what? The Performance Institute has been pumping out these guys that have been missing weight like crazy. And George Lockhart is the guy, the behind the weight cuts there, I think. His team. Think about it. Who missed weight for the finale? Martinez. Martinez has been training at the Performance Institute.
That's true.
Uriah Hall.
6 pounds, right? Yeah, he missed by 6 pounds, right?
Uriah Hall was trained there, had to go to the hospital. He missed weight. Fucking... Ngannou came in so crazy bulky and didn't do any wrestling. What the fuck was that? I kind of blame that on Performance Institute. I don't know. I'm reaching with that one. But no, I think there's more people. Chiesa now affiliated with the Performance Institute. He missed weight. Max Holloway twice now works with that team. I heard, what's his name? Who's the other guy? Dolce. Dolce was talking about fucking that, what's his name, was making Max load up with protein when he should have had him on carbs or something nuts.
Yeah.
They both were on complete opposite spectrums of what they should have been doing, because Holloway was at 185 and he was trying to get one down to 155, and he's like, that motherfucker starved him and protein loaded him. What happened? Fucking his body shut down. I was like, what? I wish I could say I knew what they were talking about. But it's a good conversation to hear. I like that argument.
Absolutely.
But so the Hangman out of New Zealand, Dude, New Zealand's going to get a crazy card coming up. If you bring
They should.
Adesanya back, Hangman, Tuivasa, and Mark Hunt, dude, and that's not even counting the champion, Robert Whittaker.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you throw Robert Whittaker, maybe Megan Anderson too, like for a female fight, if you can find a featherweight to fight her, you actually have a solid card there.
Well,
full
and
of
if you did them
representation.
all, I like where you're going. Do all of them, because eventually one of them's going to pull out, and who knows if it's going to be your biggest star or whatever.
Right,
so
right.
Let's load it up like a motherfucker.
Might as well load it up. Try to keep the fans happy some way.
They kind of did that with UFC 221, but this that girl that was going to be on the Singapore card, her name's like Nadia or something, Kazim. She's super young, fighting out of that area.
Familiar.
I was like, why don't you guys put her on the prelims over here in Australia? But they just like couldn't make enough lady fights. But I wish, to be honest, I hate watching 8 hours of MMA.
Right.
But if they could start booking people that were exciting and so there was more finishes, and they always had 3 or 4 prelim cards, and they tried to get finishes there too, that way they could slot it in, and it made those blocks of time more exciting, then I think that'd be worth it. Because not a lot of people have Fight Pass.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna do it, you might as well try to stack the card up as much as you can with names that people actually care about. And like, I don't know, like, do you think it's a good concept, like what Cage Warriors tried to do when they had like a morning card and an evening card?
I think I remember that one time.
Yeah, like, would that work?
Fuck. I don't even know. What's
Pulse
the best
Reloaded,
solution?
Pulse Reloaded says Adesanya versus Michael Venom Page. Who y'all got?
Adesanya.
They're two different weight classes.
I've seen his
but
takedown defense.
Yeah.
Tested.
Yeah, that's the thing. I would be more comfortable picking Adesanya because Michael Venom Page looks good against cans, but I wonder how he's going to look against elite competition.
I feel like if I took a badass New Zealander and put him up against a badass British guy, I'm going to pick the New Zealander. I'm like, those motherfuckers are crazy. The Australian and the New Zealander guy, that's like the outcast or something. I don't know. I like those guys.
I'm interested to see what MVP does in the welterweight Grand Prix because if he actually shows more elements to his game than just flashy stand-up, then I'd be more comfortable picking him in a fight against a guy like Adesanya. I need to see more of that.
So, if you're MVP, would you take an Adesanya fight at 185, or are you going to try to make him do a catch weight?
I would say probably meet in the middle, do a catch weight. Cause,
like 177 and 1 pound over, they can weigh 178? Because Adesanya can easily weigh that. Easily.
Absolutely. 177, 178. You don't have to go lower than 175. If they're going to make it. If they're going to make it, at least make it between 175 and 180. Somewhere in that range. Perfect catch weight.
I think Pulse Reloaded missed our conversation because we had a 4-man tournament that we were building, Pulse, with MVP, Adesanya, Darren Till, and we needed one more guy.
Oh, it's true.
We ended up picking Kevin Gastelum, but we were going to have to like bring him into the PI and fucking put him under lock and key. But what's another guy that size, Pulse? Do you got any other suggestions? Look at that pay-per-view. That's stacked.
Oh, man. Look at that. Frank Pavon says, I didn't pick Saki. Neither did I, actually. I picked Roundtree. I did because...
What did I do last night?
Let me tell you why I picked Saki. It's because that first... Like, his UFC debut was shaky. He almost got knocked out by a no-name. And when he did knock that guy down, the referee kind of stopped the fight a little early.
Hold on, last night I picked Roundtree. I'm not changing my picks from last night anymore.
Yeah, I'm not doing that either. Fuck that. I'm good now.
All right, I got Costa. I picked a Sun Sal though. I didn't go with Rob Font. Rob Font's been tested and he always fails every time I've seen it.
Yeah,
Venata,
I've seen the best stuff.
and then
You're right.
I went with Melinder in a decision over Griffin, but that's a hard pick too.
I kind of went Max Griffin on that one. I don't blame
you.
I haven't seen too much of the other guy, to be honest.
I didn't watch a lot of footage, but the guy I watched a lot of footage on was Oscar Piacotta, and I thought that was a lock. And he got that was a tale of two rounds, man. He did good in the first round, then he got mangled, choked the fuck out. Didn't he go all the way out? He went all the way out, I think.
He did, actually. I picked Max Griffin, I picked a Sun Sal, I picked Venata, and I picked Costa for the prelims. Those are my prelim picks. I think those are good.
So locked in. Got him locked in. Well, what else can we hit the people with? Jay Smooth.
Oh man.
Break down any more of the card.
Yeah.
Let's see what fight we haven't shown any love to yet.
Yeah. Let's talk about a fight we probably haven't talked about yet. We probably should.
Chiesa and Pettis.
Now this one's easy for me, especially after Chiesa missed weight. I'm gonna guess his body shut down on him. That's why he didn't make it. I'm gonna go with Pettis, even though we've already seen the best of Pettis, anyways. But I feel like in basically prime position, Chiesa hasn't really shown that he can rise above. So he choked against Kevin Lee, even though he'll say otherwise.
No, he totally did. I'm 100%. Everyone kills Mario Yamasaki on that one, and I'm totally with him. Right. He wasn't hand fighting or doing nothing, dude. So he stopped it. He's like, I ain't gonna stop more blood to your brain, and then he just snapped after that. He's like, you guys freaked out on me on that one. I'm a black belt. Fuck you guys. If he dies, he dies. And his mind switched. That's when his mind switched, dude, because everyone gave him so much shit for that.
Absolutely.
Dude, but I was kind of thinking that, man. I don't know. Chiesa's so fucking big. I think Pettis he needs some Bellator in him, if you guys all know what I mean. And I don't know. I feel like I'm going to roll with Chiesa here. I'm going to go against the grain, even though his body shut down on him.
Yeah, even though his body assed out on him.
Right? It was early weigh-ins, and he quit right away. He didn't do no 2 hours or nothing.
You're right. It was early weigh-ins. I will admit Pettis is a shell of his former self, like Dan Flynn said, but he definitely – I think in this fight, just because Chiesa's body fucked him up, I think he's going to be fucked up in this fight. But I can get why you picked Chiesa.
I got Pettis him by decision, but I –
you got him by decision? Okay, that's a good one.
Maybe he'll submit him, though. I'm going to keep my picks, though, locked into what they were. How's Felder going to get it done? I think Felder's got this over Perry.
I agree with that. I picked Felder over Perry. I picked him by... I think it's going to be a knockout in the second round. Or actually TKO. Knockout TKO in the second round. In a crazy fight.
I'm 100% with a crazy fight. I think Perry's maybe he's got better cardio now, so he can be crazy for longer, but he's still just lacking the IQ in his shot selection and everything.
Right.
And Felder's he's gaining that. Felder's been there and done that. He's gone in there with no game plan and tried that shit. Didn't work very well. So he got smarter, got sharper, and I think he's kind of getting over that hump here. I wasn't liking him against Vic, but I like him against Perry here. He's gonna get it done. In a decision.
I agree with that. I have him by knockout TKO, but even if it goes decision, Felder should win this. The veterans got this one. Perry still has some growing to do.
All right. And then the Black Beast versus Francis Ngannou. I am 100% biased here. I'm picking Lewis, second round KO. I don't even know how it's going to happen. But I'm so biased, and there's a lot of points here I could gain.
You know what? you can honestly you could flip a coin, and whichever the coin lands on, it would be a good pick. So Derek Lewis is not bad.
I can see Ngannou though. He's almost got that GSP camp though. I think the Performance Institute's above and out in its league with the shit that it offers people, and the people that are there taking advantage of it. I think we're gonna see massive improvements with these guys. And Ngannou's got that to his advantage, and Lewis is on like the Vitacaine shots in his back. That kind of sucks.
Yeah, man. I'm actually going with Ngannou though. I'm going with Ngannou.
Yeah, I can't.
I'm gonna say. I mean, I don't see this fight even going to a decision because they're both going to be so exhausted by then.
Yeah, I'm thinking round 2 that it's over.
You know what? I'm actually. You know what? This is probably reaching, but I'm going to go round 3 just because I have that feeling it's going to drag out, and they're going to be so exhausted that it's going to be like the end of Kimbo and Dada, where Kimbo lands the softest jab you'll ever see, and Dada just has this slow motion fall to the ground. I have a feeling it'll be like that, so I'm going to go with Ngannou with a round 3 TKO.
Ngannou round 3, awesome.
Oh, man.
We're going up against each other. I like this. Final fight, Stipe, the heavyweight GOAT. 3 title defenses, going out there, beating the likes of a lot of big names. Kane's been injured. One name that's kind of avoided him. And Brock, if you all want to say it, but Cormier, 5'11" on a good day or whatever he said, is coming up. He's outweighs Stipe by about, 4 or 5 pounds it was?
Yeah, he's the heavier guy here, which shocked a lot of people, but doesn't surprise me.
Cormier's willpower has only been really tested and overbeaten by one man. We see Miocic get taken out by Stefan Struve when he was younger. What are you thinking on this one, Jay Smooth?
Oh man, I doubted Stipe when he fought Werdum, and he knocked out Werdum. I doubted him against Overeem, and I doubted him against Ngannou. It's hard for me to doubt Stipe anymore, man. I'm gonna say Stipe wins this by a decision, a very competitive decision.
Stipe tapped versus Overeem. Someone said that once.
Stipe tapped versus Overeem.
So the decision? Stipe by decision?
Oh shit. So yeah, Stipe by decision. Yep, right. Stipe by decision. I'm going with Stipe.
Me and you on the same side of the fence here, man.
Good shit.
Stipe, he showed me a lot, man. He showed me a lot when I've doubted him. He showed me on rematches where I was like, all right, can he do it? Last time it took 5 rounds and he got it done in 1. I was like, all right, I like the improvement I see here. That could have been a USADA issue. I'm willing to give him that. But him and Cormier ain't never had no USADA issues, and Cormier ain't fought at heavyweight for a while. He had a potential speed advantage that he seemed to just give away. I don't fucking understand that whatsoever. I think as a smaller guy, you might want to keep that. And so, by all those reasons, I'm staying Stiopic, the immigrant mentality, Miocic. Fucking, he's going to get it done in a round 4 KO. I think it's going to be like a TKO. Doctor's going to stop it.
I agree with that. I haven't by decision, but I could easily see a stoppage here. I could see a stoppage by somebody.
DC by decision, says Frank Bavon. He never lost at heavyweight. Threw Barnett around like a child.
Threw Barnett around, fucked up. He fucked up Bigfoot Silva. He ragdolled fucking Roy Nelson. So he definitely is undefeated at heavyweight.
Twiz Tide says Cormier's about to show up and show out tonight. Man, Cormier, he's got it down, man. He's got the shit talking down. He loves it because he's pro wrestling. He knows how to just be himself as he does it, and fucking. I don't know. Remember when he fucking said, Vulcan, you're on the JV squad? What are you doing out here? He just went out there and fucking humbled him like a motherfucker. He totally called it. Cormier can be his own mystic fucking DC out there. So
absolutely.
Like I said, man, his heart has only been bested by one man, and one man only, who was a fucking cheater. So I don't know. It's pronounced Twisted 350. Well, Pulse, what's up with Fight Buddies? Is that shit up?
Actually, yeah, they just went live.
They
I just got the notification out. Yeah, they just went live.
Well, yeah, 20 watching, only 10 likes. What the fuck's going on here? Guys, smash the like button. Hit the bell so you get the notification every time we go live. Jay's going to be with me a lot of times. Some cards I might have different co-hosts, but we just watch all types of fight cards. And 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 Eastern every day. I usually run through Twitter and show you the best little highlights. It takes like 10, 20 minutes. So tune in for
Good
that
shit.
All right, Jay Smooth, you want to get the fuck out of here? Go over to Fight Buddies?
Yeah, man, let's hit the road. Appreciate everybody coming out, and look forward to doing this again.
That's what's up, man. Everyone, get your smoke on, get your drink. Let's cruise on over to the MMA holes. Back to you guys. We're fucking out of here.
Peace.